In this morning's Business Insight, each year in communities across the country, passionate candidates compete to earn the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Man and Woman of the Year titles by raising funds for blood cancer research. The candidates compete in honor of children who are local blood cancer survivors. The funds are raised, they're used in many ways, including research and development, information programs, and helping blood cancer patients navigate cancer treatments. Cindy Tripp is one of the candidates for this year's Woman of the Year award. She joined P&G as brand manager in 1988 and is now president of her own consulting firm, Cindy Tripp & Company. Cindy is with Business Courier editor Rob Dahlmeyer in the studio to talk about the importance of the Man and Woman of the Year fund drive. Rob and Cindy.
Peg, thank you very much. And Cindy, thanks so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Let's start at the beginning. Why are you so involved in this effort?
Oh, well, it's I have a lot of personal connection to it. Both my mother and my daughter have been battling leukemia the last 3 years. And my mother's is not curable. My daughter is in remission, and there's a lot of hope that we've cured her. So it's a topic that's very personally relevant for me, and I'm appreciative of what Leukemia Lymphoma Society has done for me. When we were diagnosed, information came from them that was the most helpful. Research led to drugs that were used to save both my mom and my daughter's life. So I'm involved because I'm grateful.
So your involvement, though, you've taken the form of sort of a business acumen series in your efforts here. Why did you decide on that? And tell us a little bit about exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. I think fundraising should be one of those things that's mutually beneficial. It can be a real virtuous cycle. So I hated the idea, since I've never done fundraising before, I hated the idea of having to ask people for money. Yeah. But offering people an opportunity, inviting them to give, and that they would get something in return beyond feeling good about the gift, I thought was a really interesting idea. And I looked at my life and said, I have been inspired by so many amazing business leaders that have impacted my ability to navigate the business world, that I thought that might be an interesting space for Cincinnati. So that's where I thought, well, let's create a business acumen. I made it up, a business acumen. Let me invite some of my friends that I've worked with over the years that have been particularly inspirational, and see if they'll be willing to help me out on this. And they all said yes, which was amazing.
I mean, great.
Well, there you go. Jim Stengel is going to be talking about ideals and how there's a new brand building model that's emerging based on ideals. It's more than just pushing the brand these days. It's about creating meaningful connections, and you do that through ideals. And so he has some really interesting research, a book, some insight to share, which will be amazing. Claudia Kochka, who Jim was the former CMO of P&G. Claudia was the former VP of Innovation and Design. I had the privilege of working for each of them at P&G. Claudia was an amazing woman at making things happen, changing the world. And so she's reflected on that, and she's sharing insights about how to break the rules and not get fired.
Good.
Now that sounds kind of crazy. And my brother is president of a bank, and he goes, "I can't believe you're." I said, he was joking with me. I said, no. Not integrity. We're talking about the rules that get in the way. We're talking about the status quo mindset that can really hurt a business.
And who's the third person, real quick?
The third person is Rocco Del Vara. Rocco and I work together at P&G and since on Common Clients. He's a UC professor of drama who consults on rapport building, and he also consults on how to process intense emotion and use it for productive work and home life. And so those are our three.
So these are all happening in May, and very quickly, we're running out of time. Where can somebody go to get the information on
so the place to get the information is at my fundraising website, which you can find by going to www.MWOY, which stands for Man Woman of the Year.org, and search for Cindy Tripp, and the tickets can be purchased there.
Thank you so much for being here, and good luck.
Thanks so much.